Giving Back, sponsored by Patterson Legal Group.
We're excited to partner with Patterson Legal Group in our latest edition of Giving Back, where local nonprofits are recognized for the great work they're doing to make our communities better places to live. Patterson Legal Group recognizes a new nonprofit and presents them with a $500 check. This week, we're proud to spotlight the Library Foundation. Take a look.
Hi, I'm Tyler Patterson with Patterson Legal Group. This week's Giving Back recipient is the Library Foundation. We're here with Ashley Sherrist. Ashley, tell us a little bit about the group.
Yeah, so the Library Foundation's sole purpose is to raise funds for the Topeka and Shawnee County Public Library. So we are all about supporting literacy and programming in our community.
Well, for all of the awesome work that you guys do, I'm excited to give you a check today for $500.
Thank you.
And joining us now is Ashley Sherrist with the Library Foundation of the Topeka and Shawnee County Public Library. Good morning.
Good morning.
Great to have you on the show here for our Giving Back segment.
Thank you. Super excited to be here.
Yes. So I want to start out. So we're very familiar with the Topeka and Shawnee County Public Library, but the Library Foundation, branch of this is a slightly different beast. So
Absolutely.
Please tell us what's happening.
Yeah. So the Library Foundation is an organization that is set up solely to receive funds to support the activities and programs that go on at the Topeka and Shawnee County Public Library. So it's its own entity, but solely there to help out the library and the great things that they do.
That's so. Yeah. So how does that look for you? What's a day like for the foundation?
There is no normal day, which is awesome. But the Library Foundation, I think of the foundation as like the frosting and sprinkles of a cake. So the library does a wonderful job of having amazing staff, amazing buildings, amazing programmings, but the foundation comes and adds on to that. So, whether that's supporting the children's art exhibit during the summer at the Alice C. Sabatini Gallery, or raising funds for the Dolly Parton Imagination Library, and of course getting more kids signed up for that program. There's a lot of different things that the foundation can do to add to what the library services are already providing.
Wonderful. So talk about some of the services now. Like what's the library being able to provide that you guys are supporting?
Yeah. So kids, youth programs are a lot of what it's not a lot of what we do, but it's a lot of what people recognize that goes on at the library. So like I said, either doing gallery exhibits for kids, doing the Dolly Parton Imagination Library, but then also there are other things. People give us funds for supporting red carpet service, where the library actually goes out into some of our assisted living and nursing home facilities, bringing the library to them so they can check out books. We have a lot of people that are interested in giving to the foundation to support the seniors in our community as well.
That's wonderful. I think we often forget, we take for granted sometimes everything that the library is able to offer, and so it's such a difficult task. I can only imagine, keeping that going and continuing to support the community like you guys do.
The issue is there's so many great things that happen there that just keeping up with everything, just coming through the library door, we have 2,000 to 2,500 people every single day that come through the library. And whether that's kids checking out books or going to story time, could be individuals going upstairs to the level 2 tech center, maybe working on a resume, or going into one of our co-lab spaces and having a Zoom meeting, or even going into our audio and our visual recording studios to record a podcast, or maybe record themselves doing a video PowerPoint presentation to upload later. Lots of things going on at the library every single day. Yeah,
and I guess, can you talk a little bit about some of the services that the library is providing that maybe people don't even think of?
There are so many things. So when I came onto the library, my first year, I felt like it was a fire hose. I was learning a ton of things about the library, things that I had no idea. For instance, did you know that the library can proctor exams? I had no idea that was a thing. I really wish I would have known that 10 years ago. And but we also have a notary on staff. We have a fax machine, which surprises some people, but there are things that still need to be faxed, as an example, and the library still has a fax machine in case people still need it.
Good for them. I love that. And so all this support you guys are looking for, how's the donation from Patterson Legal Group able to help you guys out?
Yeah, absolutely. So the money that they gave us is going to be able to provide books through our Dolly Parton Imagination Library. So just to give people an idea, if you don't, everyone thinks of the Dolly Parton Imagination Library as free, and it is to the community, but it does still have to be paid for. And the foundation is happy to partner with United Way of Kaw Valley to be able to provide that to the kids 0 to age 5 here in Kansas, and specifically Shawnee County. But it costs roughly $2.50 a month for one child to receive a book through the Dolly Parton Imagination Library. So the money that Patterson Legal was able to give us will help kiddos 0 to 5 get some great books in their hands.
Fantastic. I'm glad you guys are supporting the Dolly Parton Imagination Library. I just signed up Augie for it.
Good.
I'm very excited for the next 5 years to see what books end up coming our way.
Yes, I think you're going to love them.
That's fantastic. And so where can people go to kind of learn more about some of these services the library is providing that you guys are supporting?
Yeah, so in terms of the programming at the library, go to tscpl.org, so Topeka Shawnee County Public Library.org, and then you can either go under Visit and take a look at like what's going on at the gallery, or maybe what's happening in the Reed Studio that's attached to the gallery, or you can also go to kind of our events area and you can take a look at when is story time, or when there might be a presentation on a historical topic that you're looking for. What I will tell you is if you go to the website and you just look at our events calendar for things that you can attend, there will be a list at least this long of things that you can go through and pick every single day to do at the library.
It's so wonderful, the services and the events the library offers. I'm always looking at the calendar, and I look at it towards the future for the calendar as my family grows. I'm like, oh, this is going to be a fun event. We're going to here.
Yep, you need to go that, or oh, it's summer reading, and during summer reading we have events, multiple events every single day that help foster learning to love reading and of course literature and beyond that.
So I want to talk a little about your role there. You've been there for 2 years now.
Yeah.
What's it kind of mean for you to be supporting the library and the foundation like this?
So, well, I've been in nonprofit my whole life, so I love being a part of the nonprofit community and doing things that do good for where I live, Topeka and Shawnee County. But for the library itself, I have been a lifelong book nerd. I was the type of kid that would take my money from my birthday, and I lived about an hour away from where you could actually buy a book. So when I got to go and actually purchase books, that was like the ultimate for me. But obviously having a library card and being able to just immerse myself in reading all kinds of things was a huge part of my growing up. So when there was an opportunity to actually come and do what I love, working in nonprofits for something that I love, reading, it was perfect.
Really a perfect match, really, truly.
Match,
That's
yes.
wonderful. And for the foundation and the library itself, does there a story come to mind about you've seen the impact the library has had on the community?
Yeah, I mean, every single day, just seeing the kids come through for the activities, I mean, that is very fun. I will say that I personally believe our gallery is an under-realized resource in the community, especially when our library staff and our gallery staff actually put together all of the programming and the different gallery exhibits. We do 4 exhibits a year. One is focused on children during the summer, but then we have 3 additional exhibits that our staff actually curate completely on their own, from either pieces that we have in the library gallery collection. We have tens of thousands of items that the library owns, the foundation receives, and we pass on to the library different glass paperweights or actual paintings themselves. So just that's one thing that's amazing at the library that I think is under-realized and undervalued, and amazing that we have it. Not many libraries have their own gallery.
That really is amazing. I didn't realize that a lot of that gallery stuff was just in the library.
We just have it in the basement. There is a special gallery storage room, which they don't even let me into, rightfully so. But there is they have all of our paintings and artwork stored. They have tons of pottery and glass pieces, but then also they have some historical documents as well, things that are important for Topeka and Shawnee County, and that is housed in our gallery storage as well.
That is amazing. A lot of great treasures there at the library. Right. And to keep the mission going at the library, how can people further offer support, like either donations for the foundation, or maybe is there like volunteer opportunities for the library?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll start with volunteering. So we absolutely have volunteers at the library. So for the library itself, you could come and volunteer in Reed Studio, which is like a hands-on art project that's attached to our gallery. So that would be a great way. You can also volunteer at our booktique. So we have a bookstore inside the library that you can go and buy used books from. And the Friends of the Library runs the boutique as well. And then we also have a quarterly book sale. We need lots of volunteers to sort through all of the amazing book donations that we receive. So you can volunteer at the library, you can volunteer for the Friends of the Library, and then from a foundation standpoint, the foundation is our donation arm. So if people are looking to give any amount to the library, the foundation is where you want to go, foundation.tscpl.org. And the great thing about the foundation is we actually allow you to designate where your money is going. So if you want to support the gallery, that's where your money is going to go. If you want to support Dolly Parton Imagination Library, that's where it's going to go. Or if you want to support something just from like a humanitarian art standpoint, we have a place for that too. So any way that they want to give their money and anything that they want to support that is happening at the library, the foundation is able to offer them that opportunity.
That's fantastic. Like you, absolutely grew up with love reading and love the library, got my library card ready to go. So it's wonderful, you know, that you found yourself in this role and what you're doing for the community. I love it.
Thank you. I love it too.
Well, Ashley, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Always a pleasure to have you on the show.
Thank you.
And everyone, please, to learn more, you can also visit tscpl.org.
Giving Back, sponsored by Patterson Legal Group.